My second upload for today is with regard to contracts and the issue of policies and procedures, and the issue of particularly complaints procedures and what happens after a complaints procedure is implemented. So as I've mentioned in all my uploads, there's a very dangerous issue with regard to a very dangerous offence, a very dangerous collective numerous offences that I've experienced as a new mother due to individuals that have been damaging my universal light body. They have disrupted my child, they have disrupted the peace, they have disrupted society, and they have been stealing wealth from my reputation, my career, my profession since 2005. So they've been avoiding the consequences of their actions since 2005, and this is up to the present date that they're still causing problems. Now, the issue of individuals that think they have initiatives going on with their experiments with my universal light, that they don't actually have consent to have used when they stole from my marital home in 2017, is a very dangerous matter that's also been raised for the United Nations today. So these people have been exploiting for monetary gains universal light of the royal, and these individuals have also been on my property in my farm holding in Ardfort and Kilflin, where they have no right to be. They have also been involved in damages to my child with an unlawful action, etc, etc, etc. So this goes back to the point of contracts. And contracts mean that there's a certain set of terms and conditions. This is how we work within this period of however long. This is the circumstance and basis of how things will be operating. And this is the expectation that is required and met. So there's been a very dangerous issue with regard to how people have been obstructing my progress in society with regard to my teaching career and my role as a mother and property owner. They've just simply decided to ignore their obligations, and they've decided to make up the rules as they go along, just to suit themselves when they're stealing from my fortune. They've been damaging a long while, and as I said, there's been the very dangerous issue of fraud that has been occurring also, that I had to tend to between 2017 and 2018, that has saved many people many millions. But yet in these circumstances I met with poverty, because there are people not meeting the conditions of policies, procedures, protocol, etc. So they're doing what they like, basically, and they haven't honoured contracts, and they haven't honoured the requirements that are to be met. So they've just decided, we won't look at this situation. She's suffering from that. It's disposable. That's very dangerous when there's sacred light after being damaged from my light body. That's very dangerous when I gave birth to a royal heir. So I'm really concerned about the obligations that aren't being met to my identity while there are people on my marital property. I don't like the concept of begrudgery, and I don't like the concept of land grabbers. It's really disgusting. It's the most lowest form of behaviour. It's filthy. And everyone is aware of that. It's just setting a bad taste in everyone's tongue when people cause so much trouble for what they have no entitlement to. And that's what's going on in this situation, and it's embarrassing for Ireland. They're broadcasting it on the radio. They're going to every length possible. Get her out. Dispose. Displace. Denigrate. We don't want to look at this problem, but we'll take her child and property and wealth, and we'll exploit all that light, and we'll make a few bob and business deals along the way with a bit of more exploitation. Unfortunately, that's very dangerous when it comes to human rights that you're violating also. And that sacred light that you have exploited for business is bad gains. So those people discussing at the table my child, my property, my privacy, my fortunes, my sacred light, they're disrespecting heaven. They're disrespecting a higher power. They're disrespecting sacred. And they're disrespecting ancestry and heritage. So that's all very dangerous. So that tells me that these people aren't very respectful. They're not very courteous. Bad courtesy in business is so despicable. People being cheeky, thinking they're going to monopolise, isolate and withhold and not bother for a bit of courtesy, are setting a bad taste in people's tongues. And that's really dangerous when there's been a lot of dangerous defamation as well. Defamation is very dangerous. I have experienced defamation for a long while because of people that feel either intimidated or malicious. They don't like strong people. And when you have lovely, beautiful property and a precious child, they kind of hate you more. So that's basically the issues that I'm confronted with these people. It's imposters that have caused a very serious problem. And I'm waiting for the Honourable Government to honour and respect its obligations to my royal bloodline since 2017. I've been through the 4 main ombudsman procedures: the State Ombudsman, the Mental Health Commission, the Medical Council, the Ombudsman for Children. All the TDs in the government were contacted in 2017, and I'm still tolerating filthy behaviours. So what does that say about Upgrade and Elevate? Another one of my creative works. What does it say about Upgrade and Elevate? Is there positive politics and positive professionalism at play when bad business is being tolerated for monetary gains on behalf of frauds that have been stealing for a very long time? There's a very serious problem in Tralee, County Kerry in the southwest of Ireland with people being cheeky. Light laws, light and land, it's all precious. And it doesn't belong to those that are a fraud against Maria McElligott here in this upload. So I hope the Honourable Government honours its obligations besides causing me any more offences. I've experienced the intolerable.